My name is Joseph Sorrentino, the CEO of Lean Quality Systems, and we're going to be dealing with the ISO 14000, the Environmental Management System. And what the scope of that is to establish, implement, and maintain and improve an environmental management system within your company. Assure conformity to the stated environmental policies which are established by your company that meet the culture and the type of work that you perform and the complexity of it. One is to demonstrate conformity with the 14000, the ISO 14000 standard, to achieve certification, registration, and approval from statutory and regulatory requirements or local and state requirements, and then also our international requirements. And then also countries, different countries would like to see that we have an environmental system in place. The introduction to the standard tells us what it's looking for. It says it's an environmental management system, enabling an organization to develop and implement a policy and objectives. Remember, the policy fits the company culture and what it does and the complexity of what it does, and defines that and communicates that to the company, our customers, and different agencies that come in. The objectives are different points or key points that we're going to use to measure the success of it. And it requires that we deal with the legal requirements and information about significant environmental aspects. And the 14000 talks about the basic approach, what the approach is. And it says that the success of the system depends on the commitment from all levels and functions of the organization, and especially top management, to ensure to develop an environmental policy, and that's how we're going to operate, or tells how we operate, establish objectives and processes to achieve a policy commitment. The objectives are things that we're going to do specifically within the organization, and the processes are how we're going to do them. Take action as needed to improve its performance and demonstrate conformity to the standard requirements. The actions taken are specifically to stay within the boundaries of our responsibility and authority in this area. And we're going to define that in the company. We're going to define these processes and these boundaries, and we're going to stay within them. If we get outside the boundaries, then we're going to take action to fix it, to make it right. The basis for this approach has some steps to continuous improvement. Environmental policy, like I said, the top management establishes a policy. Planning, we have to plan what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. We're going to do the implementation and operation. That means we're going to put this system in and we're going to operate it for a while. And we're going to be continually checking, and we're going to manage it by doing management reviews and take a look at the overview of how we're doing, and make sure that we're continually improving. We're always getting better. We're going to continually improve by monitoring our objectives. Remember, all objectives that are defined by the organization have to be quantified. So we're going to keep our eye on them. Like I said, keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on. Objectives do that. The Pdca is plan, do, check, and act. You've seen this in the ISO 9000. You've seen this in the aerospace. We've seen it in medical device. We've seen it all over because it's the most practical way to do something is plan it. You actually do it, implement the process. You check it continually, monitor the objectives we establish. You can't check just stuff. You have to define what you're going to be checking and use them as your baseline for your measuring point. And then we're going to act. We're going to take action to continually improve the process and performance. And we're going to keep going through this cycle until we have a fine-tuned company.